when it comes to your personal workspace, it's important to enjoy it. My name is Robert and this is my temporary setup for 2021. So previously I always had large computers with that nice RGB bling. But now I have this super small computer and holy shit, I love a small computer. I can have it on my desk and it doesn't take up any space, letting me focus on what really matters. Now for the mic and mic arm, I'm using a Blue Compass and a Shure SM7B, which is actually the mic I'm using right now, and it's overall great. And since it's a dynamic mic, it needs a lot of gain, so I got this big SSL2 audio interface. And honestly, I'm still not sure if I like it because it's almost bigger than my computer. Now I'm using the SteelSeries Arctic Pro headset, and you will probably notice that I love wireless. Now I personally don't use the mic as I'm using the Shure SM7B. Now the price tag of these are really high, but I got them half off on a sale here in Sweden, making the price super competitive and really worth it. Now usually when I don't use them, I try to store them away. And this is honestly the perfect spot. So personally I don't really need a headphone stand. Now I have pretty expensive hardware in general. Now before I had pretty expensive mice, but I always kind of broke in some way and I got sad. So now I have a wireless mouse with a single rechargeable battery from IKEA to reduce the weight of it. Honestly, to me having batteries is a real game changer, as you never have to fiddle with a cable again, and it's super responsive as well, so playing games works great. So whenever the battery is getting low, I always have another battery ready to go to switch it out. And in terms of ergonomic and comfort, I have honestly nothing bad to say about it. For my hands it works perfectly. Now let me know down in the comments what mouse you use. And now my favorite part, which is the keyboard. And let me know if you noticed something about it. It's a Vortex Tab 75 and it's completely wireless, running on 2 IKEA batteries. I have done some mods to it as well, so let's hear how that sounds. Now I actually want to get into more on the custom keyboard market, but I still haven't found a wireless one that I like, so we will see when I actually switch out this keyboard. Now I tried my best to keep things clean, so I'm using a Vermilo Panda mousepad, which is sitting on top of the IKEA Gerton tabletop. Now I was actually kinda lazy and didn't treat this tabletop, so it's kinda worn down, but it's still great. Not sure though if IKEA still sells this one. But next year I will probably switch this tabletop out to something more wide. And now comes the part where everyone is saying that I'm going to break my neck, which is my stacked monitor setup. And there are actually two 27 inches 1440p monitors, where the below one is 144Hz, and I can't really use a lower refresh rate after using 144Hz, so that's what I'm using. Now I had this stacked monitor setup for about a year, and it was a bit hard to get used to in the beginning, but honestly now I can't even look back because it looks great and it's really compact. Now I'm using some random arm found on Amazon, and honestly it's a bit cramped with 27-inch monitors. But if you're using 24 inches, this probably work great. Now I also have this wireless charger gotten from IKEA. It was probably around $5 and it's charging super slow, but I honestly couldn't care less because I'm sitting at the computer all day, so I just have it there all the time. Now to the left of the screens I actually have a Elgato key light, and honestly having it table mounted, having an amp to switch out the brightness as well as the color temperature, which is just amazing for me because I'm using a DSLR camera, and be able to set the white balance right away in the app just makes it a lot simpler. Like honestly, I don't even have to stand up anymore, I just sit down all day. It's a bit on the expensive side, but having an app as well as it's getting very bright is well worth it. Now right below it is where I mount my camera, which is then charged and connected to my computer using the Elgato Cam Link. I try to reduce friction as much as I can to anything that I want to accomplish. So just having the possibility to turn on the camera, turn on the light with the app, and be ready to record or join a meeting. Now in 99% of cases you probably don't need that unless you actually create content, but for me it was well worth it. And now for the most important part of the setup, I have a crappy chair gotten from IKEA, and I will probably never recommend this one to anyone which want to sit in a chair for over 30 minutes. So sorry IKEA, this is a trash chair, I don't recommend. But hey, it works. And one of the reasons I'm using this setup is to make stupid videos like this one.